Imagine this, you get a box of food delivered, but it isn't food that you're used to, and you aren't sure how to cook with it for your family. That's how many Latinx communities were feeling here in the East. Well, thanks to those partnerships, not anymore.
We recognized that there was a fairly large population within our service area that we were not serving. We knew from having conversations with organizations like MXCAN, NC Field, farm laborers, that there was a population that wasn't being reached.
Community assessments during the pandemic showed many of the Hispanic population stopped utilizing the food bank's distribution boxes.
It's a slow process, but building that trust, building enough trust for that population to actually communicate their needs to us directly.
That's where groups like MXCAN stepped in, finding out just what these communities needed when it came to food distribution.
So I see two opportunities here. One is for Food Bank to diversify the products that deliver to the community, and second is for whoever is watching out there to say, hey, you have a new consumer, you have a new market that you need to begin catering some cultural appropriate food that it benefits. And we find out that a lot of these canned food and those goods, that's not the typical food that the Latino community consumes.
Sourcing fresh vegetables and other culturally familiar food like dried beans and rice is now helping to close that gap and reach more families from different backgrounds.
What we'll do is we'll send down a pallet of tortillas, a pallet of rice, a pallet of beans, the various sauces and spice ingredients. Do it rather like a sort of a farmer's market type setup. The bags or boxes are made up on the spot for individuals to come through. We try to encompass the idea of client choice. It's a lot more dignity involved with that as well.
Adam says they serve anywhere from 300 to 600 families with these food options. A typical box for Latinx families will include tortillas, fresh vegetables, maseca, varying dried beans, rice, spices, and sauces like mole sauce, as well as canned meats.
I really think it goes back to where a lot of these Latin Americans come from, is that the average food that the average consumers that they have, or the food they prepare for the families, it's very easy to prepare, but also there's the custom that they have grown up with. And I think it makes also pride, but also makes them easy for them, and also creates more food for the people that had to prepare at the homes.
Reporting, Emily Severidge, 9 on your side.